All right, I'm Chase Gore. This is the Mustang Roundup Show, Lady Mustang Golf Edition, State Champions. And we're going to go ahead and transition right into this camera here. Got special guest to the studio, got Coach Burgen, and I got the Lady Mustangs here live in the studio. And we're going to go ahead and start. The studio is brought to you by Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty. We want to give him a big shout out. You have any realty needs, get with Daniel. Our backdrop here is by Nix and Nax. And look at this bad boy right here. I tell you what. Woo! But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get right into this episode. And so, Coach, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Appreciate you guys having us on.
And very impressive. So you guys went down and basically shot the first round was just amazing. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that first round?
Yeah, I've had good fortune to coach a lot of good teams, a lot of different state titles. We had never had a team that performed the way they did on that first day. For 297 is what we shot that day. We've had a lot of good girls golf teams. No girls golf team from Andrews has ever broke the score of 300. That's been a goal that these girls have wanted to do since day one this year. But it's never been done for Andrews at the state meet. It's never been done in Class 4A to break the score of 300 in the history of 4A girls golf. So it's pretty cool to break a previous record that we had held. I think in 2008 we shot a 305. Oh, wow. So that record had stood since 2008 until these girls took it down this year. And then our 36-hole total of 606 was also a state record, also breaking a former Andrews record. In 2016, we had a two-day total of 623. That record's gone now. Now it's 606. Andrews just took those records down a little lower.
Wow. Very, very impressive. I want to go ahead. So that was a 4A record, team low score. Mm-hmm. And also, 19 state champions. So now basically Andrews in the girls golf is the most successful program.
It is. And UIL recognized that out in their social media. 19 state titles. I think 12 is the next closest amount of titles that a school won. I believe that's Booker, Texas from several years back. That's pretty cool.
Well, I want to go ahead and just go through these. 1987, 1989, 90, 91, 92, 96, 2007, 2008, 11, 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 2023 and 2024.
That's correct.
That is, I tell you what, it's glad to be even, if you're not a golfer, you're part of the community. It's a good time, and it's something good to be a part of, especially for Andrews. And I work all around Permian Basin, probably a 300 or 400 mile territory. And one thing I constantly hear is, you guys are always awesome at golf.
Andrews golf.
And all the time. And well, Coach, is there? You want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about this season, and then also tell us a little bit about your staff, or even some people that kind of helped along the journey.
Yeah, I definitely want to recognize the rest of our golf staff. I think we have probably the most elite golf staff in the state. Our boys coach Jeff Williamson, our assistant David Smiley, Dylan Ballard, and our junior high coach, Quint Anthony, play a pivotal role in the success from the middle school level all the way up to the high school level. And they're all on board. I know that Coach Smiley and Coach Ballard are new to Andrews this year, and they've both been involved in golf at other places that they've been. They'll both tell you that golf's in Andrews is way different than anywhere they've been before. Just the support we get from the community, the expectations we have, the work ethic that the kids have, you put all that together, and we have a pretty special thing going.
That's something else. And kind of talk about your team. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about these ladies.
Yeah, we've had a great season the whole year. I knew I knew the pieces that we were going to bring after last year's state title. We graduated 2 last year, and we had 2 sophomores come in and immediately fill those roles. Really didn't miss a beat. When we played in Lubbock, first tournament of the year, we had scores that were 303, 304, playing at the Rawls course and playing at our regional site. And that sent a message right there that I think we're going to have a high ceiling this year.
Andrew's not playing.
And to finish the way that we finished at the state tournament with just the pressures that can be self-imposed at the state tournament. I know these girls had nerves on the first tee, but the way they started each day, you couldn't tell that they were nervous. They were locked in, and it was fun to watch as a coach.
And just for y'all out there, I grew up with a good friend of mine, Rigo Carrasco. His daughter's on the team, and I was texting Rigo during the tournament, and I'm, like, how are they doing in the first round, and he sends me a picture of each individual team score, and I'm like, is that good? And Rigo's like, it's over. He was like, it is over. He said that's probably the best round of golf he goes I've seen.
Yeah, it was for the state tournament. That first round was no doubt the best round of golf that I had witnessed, and I've been fortunate to be Andrew's girls coach for 17 years, and I hadn't seen a round like that at the state tournament from Andrew's before. And still thought you were asking or alluded to how the season went. We played in 11 total tournaments this year, 8 invitationals, and we had district, regional, and state. We won 9 of those. Didn't lose anything in the spring. The only 2 tournaments we didn't win were really high-stake events that I knew going in that we wouldn't win. The idea would be to go play elite competition and get some experience from really, really good teams. We played a tournament in San Antonio called the Swing for the Cure. It's a 6A tournament. The very best teams in the state were there, and it was just a privilege for us to get to play with them. And then we got to play in Florida at West Palm Beach, and those girls in Florida, they've got some players there as well, and just neat to have that experience to get outside this West Texas bubble and play some elite competition outside, and I have no doubt that helped benefit us as well.
No doubt, always playing above competition level. It always,
I agree.
Oh yeah, you rise. There's no doubt. Well, I tell you what, Coach, is there anybody else out there? Congratulations, so awesome to you and the young ladies. Is there anybody else out there that you want to give a special shout out to?
There's always tons of people to give special shout outs to. I know that our head pro, Tommy Darland, and his wife, Tammy, unbelievable supporters. They go to the boys tournament, go to the girls tournament. She has been an inspiration for our girls this year. She's been battling cancer for a couple of years, and we dedicated a few tournaments in her honor. So yeah, it's great to. They've been great for us, big supporters. My former golf coach, Coach Boynton, every time we play, he's texting me how the kids play, boys or girls, whatever. So he was one of the first ones to meet us when we came home last Wednesday from the state tournament. So yeah, Rio Brownlee was down there. His kids used to play for us, and he goes to the state tournament every year just to go support the kids. So just a testament of how the community just really supports Andrews Golf, and we're very grateful for that.
That's awesome. All right, so I know what everybody out there is waiting for is we're going to get these ladies in on some interviews, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here live in the studio, the Mustang Roundup Show, Lady Mustang State Golf Champion Edition, and we've got some Lady Mustangs here live in the studio, and I'm going to go ahead and turn to them, and we're going to introduce them one by one and let them tell a story and let them talk about the season. So I'm going to go ahead and let this young lady introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Sloane Livingston, and I'm a sophomore. And I would say, my season was really good, and I enjoyed it a lot, and we made a lot of memories. But one of my favorite ones was probably just hanging out with my team at the lake after state and just making new memories and just having a lot of fun.
I'm Abby Ballou, and I'm a sophomore, and I'd say we all had a really good season together, but my favorite memory was when Emme was putting on 18 at state, and then we all ran to her and celebrated because we knew we had done good.
I'm Emma Carrasco, and I'm a senior this year. And I'm so glad that we won state this year. Back to back is really, it's really big. And with the amount of support that we have with this program is incredible. And I'm very, very thankful to be a part of the Lady Mustangs because I know what we put up on that scoreboard was history, and I know Coach Burgen will look back at it and use it with his next girls that he'll be coaching. But one of my favorite memories this season was probably when Coach Burgen would always tell me to be nice to myself because, as a golfer, every golfer is hard on themselves, and it's important to just forget about the last hole and be nice to yourself because what I've learned in golf is the next shot matters. And yes, I'm just so thankful to be a part of the Lady Mustangs.
I'm Zoe Woemmel. I'm a senior, and I think my season this year was like a roller coaster. It was I was great some days and just not great other days. But I think probably one of my favorite memories was on the range before the second day. Me and Emma were warming up to get ready for our tee time. And Coach Burgen is coaching Emma, and he's trying to help her out. And then he steps backwards for some reason, and he just falls on the range in front of everyone. And I think that's the first time I've ever seen Coach Burgen embarrassed. And yeah.
I'm Emme Darnold. I'm a junior, and I would say my favorite memory from this season is from the moment we got in the car leaving Andrews to go to state. I was DJing the whole way. I was playing my music with Coach Smiley in the car and the rest of the girls, and it was so much fun. And even got to pull up and after we had won state and got back into town, and we were just jamming out to music and just having a blast.
Now go ahead and keep the microphone down there. So now I'm going to give you a chance, and we'll come back this way. Is there any, you can look at the camera, and is there any shout outs, special shout outs you want to give to anybody out there?
I would like to give a shout out to my family for always being my biggest supporters and always showing up and loving me. I would love to give a shout out to Coach Burgen for being the best coach and pushing us to be great like we are and break records. A shout out to Coach Smiley for being my best friend and helping me get through this year. And just a shout out to the community for always believing and supporting in us.
I think I would definitely like to give a shout out to my family or my parents, because all this year they've been there at every tournament. Even whenever I shot 92, they were there and they were like, it's okay, it'll be better. And they were always motivating me to keep going, even if I didn't have my best day. And I think a surprising shout out is I would like to give a shout out to GK because he's actually a really good supporter. And this first day he came to watch me for a couple of holes and he lost his voice. And whenever I had a bad hole, he said something, and because his voice was gone, it was the funniest thing. And I just kept thinking about that all day, and it kept me so calm and just in a good mood all day.
I would like to give a special shout out to my parents or my family because these last 4 years that I've been playing golf have been so many. There have been so many highs and so many lows, and I probably wouldn't be here without my dad pushing me. Some days I didn't want to get up and practice, and we would be at the golf course practicing putting or either playing holes, and I'm very thankful for my dad. My mom, I also wouldn't be here without you for pushing me and packing my snacks every tournament. Even though I was like I'm 18 years old, you would think packing my own snacks. Nope, my mom would be in the kitchen packing snacks at like 6 in the morning every tournament. And another shout out to Coach Burgen. Coach Burgen, thank you so much. These years that I've been, you've been coaching me, I've learned so many. You've taught me so many lessons, and I can use them whenever I'm out of high school. You've improved my game so much, and I think this season, this has been my best season yet. And without you, I wouldn't be here either. I wouldn't be a 2-time state champ, and I'm very thankful for you, and I'm thankful for these girls. I will miss all of y'all, but my time here is done, guys.
The biggest shout out that I'd like to give is to my parents, especially my dad, because it really has been a roller coaster for all of us this season, but also me. Whenever I was not doing so good, and I was just like not performing at and like a bunch of tournaments, my dad was still supporting me, and he acted the same to me whenever I played the best round I ever have to the worst round I ever have. And that was good for me because it made me not want to give up. And also, I'd say, like, overall, just the community, the crazy support that we have, just like, it makes me feel like really good to know that we have so much support. And of course, this team that I have, because I know I'll never have the same team, and it's sad, but yeah, it was good.
My biggest shout out that I would like to give would be to my parents, first of all, because they've always been there to support me no matter what. And just allowing me to play golf has been such a blessing. And I don't know who I would be right now without them putting me and like pushing me to work as hard as possible. And I'd also like to thank Coach Burgen and Coach Smiley, because they always would push us at practice every day, and even if we were tired or didn't want to put in the work, like, they'd always make sure we were giving our best effort and doing our best every day so we could get to this moment. And I'd also like to thank my team, because they were just amazing this year, and we did a great job of lifting each other up and just staying together, and no matter what happened, we were always proud of each other. And I just think it's amazing how much this community loves golf and how much support we've always had throughout the years, and I hope that it just continues.
Well, we wanted to say appreciate you ladies coming on the show. Coach, appreciate you. For Mustang Nation out there, this group right here, which they played together this year, this particular group won't play together again. But believe it or not, someday, one of these days it's going to be 30 years down the road, and you're going to be sitting in my shoes. But the difference is you guys are legends. You go down as a legend in Andrew's history. So I just want you to know that, especially for the ones leaving, you've edged out. You're going to be a legend forever. You can't take it away. You guys are number one over everybody, and nobody could ever take that from you. And then the ones that still have years to go, let's go get some more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's amazing. We appreciate y'all coming on, and we'll be right back for the conclusion. All right, that's going to conclude the Mustang Roundup Show, Lady Mustang Golf State Championship Edition. And we want to have special thanks to Daniel Montoya with Monument Realty, Nix and Nax for our backdrop here. Special thanks to Coach Burgen for coming on, and the Lady Mustangs. And always remember, folks,
it's a